In Coventry, England, 49-year-old trainee teacher Steve Taylor is getting ready to do his morning exercises. Tongue exercises. Steve's got the longest recorded tongue in the world.
We measure Steve's tongue from the tip of the tongue to the center of the closed lips, and it's 9.8 centimeters long.
That's getting on for 4 inches long, about double the distance the average person can stick it out.
It's really amazing. I mean, it's almost like it's not his own tongue when he sticks it out completely. You don't expect it to come out that much.
It may not be as long as a cow's, but for Steve to push his big licky muscle outside his body such a long way, he has to have a genetic disposition toward a titanic tongue and extraordinary muscles too.
There's this one here attached to the jaw at the front. It's called the genioglossus. That muscle would need to be long. There's another one attached to this bone at the back of the throat called the hyoglossus. The muscles attached to the tongue at the back of the head. All these muscles need to be long in order for him to be able to poke the tongue out a long way. Where a very, very large tongue can cause problems is if someone has, as a consequence of a very large tongue, a very narrow airway. As a result of that, at night, particularly when they're lying flat, the tongue can move backward and they can get obstruction of their breathing, which is known as obstructive sleep apnea.
I can't see any problems apart from it giving me this lisp because it is so big in my mouth. And I do tend to bite my tongue a lot, and it's usually when I'm asleep at night. But I can't see any other problems with the tongue.
Pound for pound, the tongue is the strongest muscle in the body, and like any other, responds to a good workout.
I do my tongue exercises really to keep my tongue nice and limber and don't let it sort of seize up or anything. It's a little bit more difficult to get it out all the way if you haven't sort of exercised it.
But not everyone's impressed by Steve's dedication to lengthening his tongue.
Dirty.
His partner Rachel has certain safeguards in place.
When Steve kisses me, I prefer him to just give me a sort of a pucker type of kiss instead of a full-on, you know, French kiss or a snog, obviously, because of the length of his tongue.
But if my tongue goes out,
keep your tongue to yourself.
Whatsoever, she backs off and she's in the garden.
And Steve's mother-in-law Kathy isn't too enthralled either, especially when he shuns her best cutlery in favour of his tongue.
Put it away, Steve.
Throughout the tongue, there's about 10,000 taste buds, and each taste bud have about 100 nerve receptors responsible for detecting taste.
Although everyone has their own unique tongue print, just as individual as their fingerprints, there's no doubt Steve's prodigious protuberance is way out of the ordinary. Time to take this one-tongue show on the road.
Oh my God, that's big. Oh my God.
It's certainly enhanced my life to be a lot of pleasure and a lot of enjoyment, and it's been a lot of fun.
Why have you got such a big tongue? That's disgusting, man.